Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and this is my match preview of Everton versus Wolverhampton Wanderers at Goodison Park in match day 25 of the English Premier League. And I'll also be not only giving you my score prediction and also what I think the team will be, but I'm also going to have a little bit of a look at basically the January transfer business that Wolves have done, and my thoughts on that. And I also want you to leave your thoughts as well on all of these points. So onto the game itself. Everton actually are unbeaten in their last 7 meetings in all Premier League games against Wolves, although they have drawn 5 of those, but we haven't actually beaten them for a very long time. In fact, Wolves' only win in the last 14 meetings in all competitions was actually in the top flight in September 1979. And since then we've drawn 5 and lost 8, so hopefully that can change. You know, Wolves are on a good run at the moment. Everton have actually won 21 of their past 25 league games in February, so they have a good record in February, to be fair. And they could also win consecutive Premier League fixtures, only the second time this season, after a run of 3 victories in a row between September and October. They're currently on a 10-match winning streak at home to newly promoted sides. However, Everton have only won 1 of just 8 matches this season against teams starting above them, and also Marco Silva's side have only averaged a point a game in their last 11 games. Wolves, on the other hand, have got 35 points after 24 games, and that is actually a really good record in terms of promoted teams. It's the highest amount since Birmingham have got 37 points at this stage in 2009-2010 season. Wolves also only need 1 more win to equal our record in the Premier League of wins in a season, and with all the games coming, hopefully we're not only going to equal that but break it as well. So yeah, moving on to, before I move on to the actual game itself in terms of what I think the score is going to be and what the team is, let's just have a little think about the transfer window that's just closed. In terms of incoming, as you know, the only signing that we've made, which to me is a really cracking signing, and let me know what you think about that, is Johnny Otto signing permanently until 2023 from Atletico Madrid. He's settled in the area, he's had some really good performances, he's a solid player, he's just making his way into the Spain side as well, and he's really looked good both offensively and at the back, and I think he's a real solid signing for the team, and to have him secured down on the future is really good. Raul Jimenez would have been fantastic if we could have signed him up. I think Wolves will sign him. I think they do want to sign him. Obviously that's probably going to break our record transfer fee when we do, but I think that's something that's going to be left until the summer. FFP, I suppose, has to come into play, and Wolves have very carefully managed that. I also think probably in the summer, because we're now down to just 16 outfield players, plus keepers obviously, and the under-23 backups, so it's a really tight small squad. And if Wolves happen to get into Europe, which is possible, if we finish 7th, it might happen depending on things happening elsewhere in cup competitions, or who knows, if we progress in the FA Cup and we actually end up going and winning that. Long way off at that, and respect to Shrewsbury and then to Bristol City, we'd have to get past them just to get into the quarterfinals. But you know, if we did get into Europe, we'd have to, in my opinion, severely strengthen the squad, and I think Wolves will strengthen the squad in the summer anyway. We've had outgoings for the likes of Courtney Horse, agent Courtney's gone to Villa. Dominic Iorfa's left to Sheffield Wednesday. He was the best thing at one point. Conor Ronan, I think, has gone abroad somewhere. And also we do wish all the players that have gone out either on loan or to their other clubs all the best. Cannot really pass up the opportunity to wish Danny Barth all the best. He has now, after 18 years at Wolves, left the club to go sign permanently at Stoke. Danny Barth, it sometimes divides opinion. to me, he always gave 100% for Wolves in whatever capacity. Right from a young age, as a captain, he was instrumental in our League One rise to win that division. He was, you know, played a smaller part in our Championship winning season, but was the club captain and lifted the trophy with Conor Cody. He's always given his all for Wolves, and not only that, he does so much for, you know, good causes off the pitch as well, and is a proper gentleman. I've had a chance to meet him a couple of times. Really nice chap, and I do remember one time when I did get to meet with him, and you know, often the Wolves, you know, I sit in the North Bank, and we all know that the South Bank are the you know, effectively our cop, and they go and clap the South Bank. I remember in our Championship season, I said to Danny, actually think as club captain, could you bring the team to clap to our stand first, so we can show our appreciation? And I remember seeing him on the pitch. The team was literally going to go up to the South Bank as they did, and he got the whole team to come to the North Bank first and clapped, and that was really appreciated. And that's the sort of guy he is, and that's really, you know, really wish him all the best for the future. But yeah, leave your thoughts below on that. Actually, moving on into what I think the team will be. There's no reported injuries in the team for Wolves at the moment. I do believe that Everton have got a few issues at left back, and it might see a young chap that's there at left back that we could potentially look to expose their team. Obviously, Richarlison is their main man. He'd attracted interest from PSG. Willy Bolly has served his 3-match suspension, and I would expect that he will come straight back into the team. And Saïs, you know, he's done really well. He's quite a versatile player. In fact, he can play that position. He can play midfield, and he got his goal, and probably his best performance against West Ham. But Willy Bolly has just got that bit more composure in that position. I did think that Saïs has done well, but he does look a little bit vulnerable at times, and Bolly's going to come back into that. So other than that, I can't really see a change side. I think it'll be the usual three at the back, the normal wing backs, Dendoncker and Neves, Moutinho. Since Dendonker's come into the side and really got up to speed, now he's fit, it seems to give Neves a little bit more time on the ball. Moutinho is just a little magician. He's got 4 assists, I think, in his last 2 games. And then Jota and Jimenez have just seemed to have this link-up understanding, and Moutinho just drops in behind them, and I think that is really working for us at the moment. So I think that will probably be the starting lineup. Obviously, we've got some really good attacking players to come on in Traore, in Costa, in Cavallero, Saïs in the midfield or at the back. And then we've got, obviously, from there on, we've got Morgan Gibbs-White as well that can come into that position. You know, and you know, we've got a really good squad, and as long as we can stay clear of injuries, that's always the issue with a small squad. If you get injuries or suspensions, it can really hit in. But we're not going to go down. And to me, yeah, crack on, try and finish as high as we can. But I really want to progress in the FA Cup. I want to go to the FA Cup final, and I hope we, you know, go for it against Everton, and we still play a very strong squad, a strong team against Shrewsbury in the Cup the following Tuesday. Fixtures are coming thick and thin, so they obviously have to think about that. But you know, this is a real opportunity for me, the FA Cup. In terms of the score prediction, so it's going to be a tough one. I think if we can keep Everton quiet early doors, play our game, we're playing with a lot of confidence. The crowd can turn quite quickly at Goodison at the moment. They've not been happy, and if we stop them from getting a good start and get on top like we can do and play a game, I could see us, you know, coming out on top here and recording that first victory against Everton in 14 attempts. And I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Wolves. I do think that Neves is going to score, maybe a free kick, he's due one, and Jota or Jimenez potentially as well. But I won't be surprised if Willy Bolly comes and nods one in from a corner either. But yeah, so 2-1, even 3-1. And if we do score 3 in this game, it'll be the first time since 1980 actually that Wolves have scored 3 goals in 3 successive top flight games. So that would be amazing as well. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, please smash us the thumbs up on the video. and feel free to share it to any Wolves fans and friends around the world. Leave your comments below on what you think about the team and the transfer business that we've done, incomings and outgoings, and of course leave your score prediction and the first goal scorer. No one got it right on my Instagram or on here again in the last game, so someone will get it right sooner or later. So yeah, brilliant. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts and come on Wolves, let's hopefully get the result.